Hi, welcome to another free video. So today we are going to discuss what is the tester's role in ETL process. To know more, you can check the course details of our website ETL testing tutorial. If you have any query regarding the free video, then you can speak your mind under the QA section. So what's the tester's role in ETL process? If I talk about the basic validations, what happens is validation of data sources. That means we extract data from different sources, then the data is transformed by applying some transformation logics, and then the data is loaded into the data warehouse. After that, the analytics are performed. But this process is not that much simple as it appears. But it is the basic responsibility of an ETL tester. Now, if I go deep into these responsibilities, let us take a look on them. See, when we are fetching data from different data sources, that data is or comes in a form of raw. That comes in a raw format. So we need to verify the tables in the source system. And the verification terms come through count check. We need to reconcile the records with the source data. We need to perform data count or data type check. We need to ensure that no spam data gets loaded. We remove the duplicate data and check that all the keys are in place. What do we mean by these keys? That means primary key or foreign key or any other surrogate key. Okay. So I'll explain about all these points with an example. Let us go through all of them. So if we discuss about the first responsibility, that is count check. Let us assume that this is our source table. Fine. And this source table is containing around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 columns. Let us assume that. Now, if there are 5 columns in the source table, so those 5 columns need to get passed into the target table. We need to make sure that all the 5 columns should be passed. So this comes under count check. The count check will not only ensure that the number of columns of the source and the target is same, but it will also ensure that the length of all the data types must be correct. That means if this is containing numeric kind of data and the length is given as 10, then it will make sure that the target table must also contain the same data type as well as the length as 10, so that all the records could be passed properly. Now if I talk about the next process or responsibility. See, the next one is a data type check. So what do we mean that? As I had already explained you that if we talk about data type check, so here the data type check will make sure that all the columns must contain the same data type as it is present in the source table. Now if I talk about the next responsibilities, like ensuring no spam data must be loaded. See, for this I have taken the reference of a sample file. Here I'm taking a file named as hotel. This is the data of hotel, or we can take as a result. So here if I talk about the next validation, that is that no spam data must be loaded. So here as you can see that we are getting so many columns and so many null values are there. So when I talk about duplicate values may contain two things. One is the null values, other one is the repetition. There should be no repetition in the values of any of the column, and there should no null values. If there are null values in every row in a single column, then that column needs to get removed. So we'll make sure that about this responsibility also. Now to check that all keys are in place, what do we mean by this? I'm talking about the primary key, foreign key or any other surrogate key. See, this is the check-in date, or if I take any other column like contact numbers. So we can apply a primary key because the contact number column will provide a unique phone number or cell number for every person who will come, who will enter his details, right? So we can apply a primary key and we can link this with a foreign key with another table when we are passing these records, right? So not only these things, we will also go through some validations like the data quality check, count check. So these all things may come under the test cases that we'll go through. So basically what happens, we take a source file, we fetch the data through a source file, and then we perform some transformation logic, and then the data is passed to the target area. So the target data warehouse is nothing but a place where the historical data as well as the updated data is recorded, or we can say saved, right? So these all are the basic responsibilities and the main responsibilities of an ETL tester. So hope you have got it, and thank you for joining.